episode is brought to you by the Municipal Councillor for the District of St. Bruno since 2013, Mr. David Dakotas. David understands his important role as a competent and honest administrator. In addition to his mandate as a Municipal Councillor for the District of St. Bruno, he held key positions on the Executive Committee as Vice President of the Executive Committee and Deputy Mayor. Restaurant Luce, located at 313 Notre-Dame No. 6 in Repentigny, is a trendy restaurant that offers impeccably delicious Italian traditional food. This restaurant, which also caters events such as weddings, baptisms, showers, and birthdays, offers amazing menu selections to fit all tastes and budgets.
We're back. Another Sessions with Stef is upon us, and this is an amazing session. I'm going to start off with the token cheers, boys. Cheers,
That's
cheers.
water.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Cheers,
it's
cheers.
my water. Acqua Santa, we say in Italian.
Good stuff.
It's good, eh? It's the first time I tried. Vita Fanelli, guys. So welcome back to the show. Hi, Lisa. How's it going there?
I'm always good.
She's always pressing buttons.
Well, somebody's got to do it.
Exactly. Guys, I'm so excited. This episode is going to be a lot of fun. I have two amazing guests. And it's a little different episode because now what we're doing, instead of, we have an amazing musician and a musician, musician, drummer for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe not as active as you used to be, but
no.
definitely a musician. He told me that he played drums when he was younger, and now he still plays. You still jam around, right?
Yeah, he was the smart one. He moved on to other stuff.
He's making money. We're the guys that still playing. Yeah, okay. So it's a fan. I'm so excited for this because I don't do many. Usually I have an artist, a singer-songwriter, and they promote their stuff. And we want to promote, but now we want to promote more on the back end of what musicians need. These are podcasts that are informative for everybody, but this one is for musicians.
Yes.
The singer, the songwriter. We have a product that is amazing, and I can't wait to get into it because I got a little taste of what you explained to me what it is, and I love it already. And I want to get into it on this podcast. I want our viewers, our musicians, our singers, our songwriters to hear what this is and jump on the bandwagon because it's a phenomenal product. So guys, we are super excited. We're going to thank you for watching, listening, subscribing to Sessions with Stef. It's a lot of fun. You can check us out on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, whatever you want. Just write Sessions with Stef.
What the
We
heck
have
was
amazing,
that?
all that stuff, you know.
It's a party.
Yeah. Also, we'd like to thank our sponsors, which you saw their ads at the
Yeah.
beginning.
Who are they,
It
Steph?
is David Dakotas, which, ironically enough, he was on Lisa's
Hi.
podcast last week.
Yeah.
And he's a city councillor. And if ever you want to, know a little bit more about what a city councillor does and how busy they are and what they have to put up with and all
This
the
is pretty
back
good.
end
It's
of
pretty good.
being a city councillor, it's a really good podcast.
Yeah.
And he always supports the show. David Dakotas,
nice.
amazing guy. You live in Laval?
No.
Okay. You live, no, we're
West Island.
West Island.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Okay, you're that part of the world.
Yeah, we're,
Maybe the next city council.
maybe.
He's in Laval. He's got a district in Laval.
Okay, cool.
He's really awesome.
And?
And we also have Restaurant Luce.
Oh, I was going to fall out of my
which
chair.
They have a restaurant in Repentigny. They are amazing Italian food, parties, baptisms, anything, birthday parties, great food. You can always count on Luce to provide an amazing culinary experience. And so, did you like that? Huh? Pretty good, eh?
That was good.
That was good.
I liked it.
That's what happens
It's
when
the
you
water.
read.
It's the water. But I didn't read anything. Zero. So guys, welcome to the show. I'd like to introduce Mario and Nadim. Welcome to Sessions with Stef. I'm super excited.
Thanks
be
for
here
having us. Thanks
to
for having
have
us.
this podcast. It's amazing. We even have a little guitar there. We got some music coming. But we want to promote Songproof. This is what we want to do. Not only promote it, we want to talk about it because it's a tool that is extremely useful for the ordinary, average, everyday musician and the professional musician. It's useful for any musician, singer, songwriter. And as discussed, we had discussed, and he was saying, Nadim was saying the story of, musicians want to create. We love music. We love to create. most of the time we hate the back end. We hate the business side of music. We hate all the shit that happens in the background. And I think you found the solution to like basically solve 95% of issues with this amazing app. And it's a software.
It's a software. It's on the web.
Software
It's on
called
the web.
Songproof.
Songproof. Right?
So I'm gonna start by asking, how did the idea come about? What are the roots? And then we're gonna get into the app itself and
Awesome.
how it works. So welcome Mario, welcome Nadeem.
Thank
Thanks, man.
you.
Thanks for having us. Stef.
Thank you.
And so we've got explain your role and
Right.
Well, I met Nadeem about 7-8 years ago.
Yeah,
And it was kind of one of those fluke meetings where actually I was doing a live stream with another podcast, and I think there was 3 people listening, and Nadeem happened to be one of them. So he got in touch with me, and he's like, "Hey man, I'd like to pick your brain." And I think at that point we just started talking about music and creativity. We became fast friends, and we just always kept in touch. And I think not long ago, actually, this app has developed quite quickly. He said, "Hey, you deal with artists, you do artist relations and your day gig and all this stuff. What do you think? Just kind of get the temperature on if somebody would need an app that registers their music and stuff." So I did. I kind of did some research, asked some friends, and right away it was like everybody had a story how they got cheated out of their royalties. Everybody had a story how I wish I wouldn't have signed this or that. So reported back to Nadeem and said, "This is what I found," and he told me about his idea. I was really interested, so I'm the biggest fan for Songproof, and I'm an ambassador for them, and I'm doing whatever I can to spread the word.
amazing. And Nadeem, how did you come up with this idea? You're an engineer, right?
Yeah.
By trade, you're an
Right,
engineer.
I'm an engineer, right? Correct.
That's amazing. Like engineer, big job. It's a heavy job.
Multitasker.
You're using your brain constantly, obviously. And how did music and how does it enter? Like how does it to say? how
Well,
we
I
put this
mean,
thing
it's a
together?
good question. My roots have been in music. So back in the 80s, I was very much into music, and we had our own band, and we did our own things. And anyhow, I got out of it for reasons that I never liked, because to me, it stole my passion. It didn't allow me to pursue. Then I followed different paths in life, and one of as you just mentioned, did well. And as I got older, I always regretted in a different way. I knew why I left, but I didn't feel that I had to leave for that reason.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I've been thinking for a long time, because I've been in touch with musicians all my life. Most of my friends are in music, and so it just popped in my head one day that what is the real pain point here? You have creativity, which is what we all know very well,
Yeah.
and then something happens, then you're into the business side of things, the monetization. And I saw both sides of that equation before I left this passion of mine. So I said, something has to happen in the middle.
Yeah.
And that was where the idea of Songproof came up.
Yeah. Because it's not a little something. It's a big something.
It's a big something, because you're robbing someone of their passion
Yeah.
if they can't glue the two sides together into something in the middle.
Yeah.
And long story short, with my technical knowledge and what I've done in my life, so I knew how a product like this could be done. I understood the power of blockchain. I understood the value of blockchain as years are going on. So these things were actually not that foreign to me. But connecting it to the creative world was a bit of a challenge. But because I had exposure on both sides, I think it came rather quickly to me.
Yeah.
And the whole idea is very simple, that, how does music get created? At least what I recall of how music is created. You're with a bunch of people, group of people, friends even, you're sitting down, you're jamming together, and you come up with something that everybody feels that, hey, this is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, we've all been there,
Yeah.
right?
100%.
Okay, so let's tape it. Let's do something. You know, somehow you put something together, and that's kind of where it stops.
Yeah.
And then when you have a few of those, then something gets missed in the middle, and then you try to monetize that. Then all the handshakes and all the deals and all the good wishes that were done in the room when you were created basically gets handed over to the business side, which sometimes can really jeopardize the beauty of why it was created and the people who created it.
Yeah.
And that's where the discontentment comes from, the discontentment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay? So Songproof is a layer between the two sides. You literally register with Songproof. There's obviously songproof.com, which is a web version, but we also have Apple app and Android.
Okay.
You carry it in your pocket. You say, hey guys, you want to do something? You do say, hey, just tape it right now. So if you have a audio file, an MP3 file, or whatever, you can drag and drop. You can put it on your voice note and put it as an MP3 file, and then you can drag and drop into Songproof, or you can record live on the app
Record and register right there.
Record and register.
right away.
Yeah.
And literally, you don't have to worry about how blockchain works, because that all is done in the back end by us.
Okay. I still have no clue what blockchain is, but
okay.
I mean,
No, but you don't need to. You don't need
that's
to.
the beauty.
Yeah, I mean, those people who are listening who are familiar with the Web3 technology, and they've heard about it, or they understand what blockchain is, it is actually invisible to the user.
Okay.
But the power is coming from there.
Okay.
Okay, and basically what you get at the end of that 1 minute of your time is you're getting a proof of creation, which we've talked a lot about it. We ended up calling, and as cheesy as it sounds, it's like a birth certificate of your song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no better way of putting it.
That is a really good way of
Yeah.
putting it.
Okay.
Actually. Yeah.
Okay. So you have a birth certificate of your song, and it is whatever agreement you made, so the split sheet that you agreed to before the business came in is there. It is technically a smart contract that goes in a certain blockchain. And then we take that whole thing and we timestamp it on the Bitcoin blockchain, which generates 2 QR codes for you, which is your certificate. And anybody in the world can scan that code and say, that's mine, it's right there, nobody can tamper with it, because the blockchain itself is a ledger that nobody can tamper with. The whole Bitcoin world exists because of blockchain.
So you've automatically copywritten your idea, let alone the song.
Yeah.
So what happens in the past, I mean, years is you got a guitar, you come up with, hey, that's pretty cool, you put it on your voice note.
Yeah.
To come back another year. Someone hears that voice note, you're, hey Stef, listen to this song. I had an idea, and some guy walking by hears it, can take it and run with it.
Or
You
even
can't anymore.
that's right. Or
can't
even
It's like a footprint. It's like a
It's-
footprint.
it's
or
a
fingerprint,
It's
right.
copywriting
Not
it
footprint.
from the get-go.
yeah, and sometimes it's innocently, right? We write something, and then you go off to write something else with maybe somebody else, and you think you came up with this part. So it could be an innocent
Of course.
mistake.
A lot of times it is.
A lot of times it is.
Still.
And if you recall, when we were kids, what we would do is we would go to the post office with our cassette or CD, put it in an envelope, register,
You still have a lot of
You
those,
know.
don't you?
and then we'd pass it through the federal mail.
Yeah.
Therefore, now it's registered. As long as you don't open it, there's an actual, timestamp, let's say, because it was stamped. So think of the digital version of that. That's what
Yeah, but this
Songproof
was
is.
after the year in the making of making the song.
Yeah, this
is at the
Because
moment of
You
creation.
have the idea.
Yes.
Then you go into the meet the guys, listen to this. Hey, do you want to come up with lyrics, or if it's a band, whatever. And then you go into studio, and by the time the end product is done, you could have 5 versions.
you got 5 versions, and this, like you mentioned, is at the time of creation. So, and before we were having dinner, I showed you some riffs.
Yeah.
So they're not complete songs, but now I know I can go back to it and say, here's, then I can complete it. And who knows, maybe on that song there'll be 3, 4, 5 songwriters, but it stops the arguments before they start.
Yeah, and
Everybody-
you could put the songwriters, like if, let's say the 3
Right.
of us now write a riff, We can put all three of us directly on there, and
So here's the other thing. There's a built-in split sheet, which everybody that writes music knows that you have a split sheet which says, okay, Stef 50%, Mary 50%. What's your PRO? Oh, I'm with SOCAN. Oh, I'm with BMI. Okay, 50%. And then it's a PDF. It's in an email. It's in a file. You print it. They're all over the place, right?
Yeah.
So in this case, everything is
On the-
in the palm of your hand. You know who wrote it, when they wrote it, what organization they're with. Now, it doesn't mean that if I wrote a song by myself, I can't decide. Because a lot of people say, well, I'm with SOCAN, I'm registered. No, SOCAN is, you're just registering with SOCAN or any other performance right organization in order to collect royalties.
yeah.
It doesn't prove ownership of the song.
Oh, really?
No, SOCAN does not prove ownership. And
No, you have to get a copyright.
so I called my SOCAN rep,
Yeah.
and he explained to me that sometimes, this happened recently where it's like, you think you're getting 50-50, and next thing you know, the person registered the song with SOCAN, let's say 70-30. And I'm like, whoa, that's not what we said. We said 50-50. And what they do, it goes in dispute. All the royalties get held. Now nobody's getting anything until it gets resolved. Should that person have had the Songproof birth certificate, you say, well, look, we both agreed to this on this date. It's universally time-stamped. It's on the blockchain. And that's proof. So it's irrefutable evidence.
And it can be tampered with.
It can't be tampered with. And one of the founders is an entertainment lawyer. Her name is Henna.
Henna Rizvi. She's in Toronto.
She's in Toronto. So we did the due diligence of seeing what it is. We talked to the artist. And every one of them had a different reason for using Songproof. One guy, and you might know him, his name is Casey James. He's an American Idol runner-up.
Yes.
He's written songs with the best of the best. Has had a lot of really good songs out there. And he says, sometimes you write songs and you want to give the person a credit, but you don't know who their publisher is, or you don't know who their public their performance royalty organization is. So you end up chasing them. This to him, and he said, this is like my personal management system. So I got all my songs, who wrote what. So then when I go to my PRO, I can enter the information accurately, like we had agreed on.
Agreed on, yeah.
So that's where the idea, started to evolve. Because
Genius. It is. It's genius. No, it is. Like, how do you say? Besides, we all know musicians that, they wake up and they're sleeping. They have a song and they voice record. And who knows? Some people write it on a pad. Some people have a pad under their pillow. Just because when the idea hits, you got to write it down.
Right.
Which is cool. That's and then you come back to it a week later and you listen to it and you add to it and you say, oh, maybe I can come up with that. And then when you decide, oh, I want to release an album, then you listen to all of these notes.
Right.
They have notes all over the place.
yeah, that's it.
This is the same thing, which you're going to do anyways.
Yeah.
But you're protecting your song from the get-go.
From the
From the
get-go.
get-go. And it's happened to me.
Yeah.
And I thought it was unique and it's not a big deal because obviously it's not like the record went, 1 billion streams or anything. But I think it was an innocent mistake. But I wrote a song with someone and innocently, I think, they took one of my verses and exactly, like literally and it's exactly because I was the one that recorded those parts. So it was a cut and they turned that into like a chorus, right?
Yeah.
And so now it's like, wow, I know it was innocent because they write with a lot of different people, and then you feel like, oh, this is cool. You don't know or remember.
Yeah, you don't remember who did it.
Should we have had Songproof, it would have been easy. It was like before you even leave the session, hey, how about we record and register?
Yeah.
So you open up the app, you put your name, Stefano Vanni, what's the split sheet? 50% to me. You acknowledge that you have the right to enter that information. And what happens is we both get the QR code and the certificate.
Yeah.
So it's super clean.
Yeah.
So let's say you would have done that.
Yeah.
And they decided to do this song. You can go back and now this is
Evidence.
like
Yeah.
evidence, and you go in the court.
Yeah.
You could go to court and say, hey.
Yep.
Yeah, and what I found is because everybody I spoke to has a nightmare story, right?
Yeah.
Like one guy was telling me how they licensed his music without him knowing. So he had to then go back and prove ownership, and then they agreed on what the split was. And he had to prove that he owned the master. He had something.
Yeah.
And this is actually that proof. So anytime you license something to, let's say, Netflix, they're going to want to know that I didn't take your song and say, hey, this is my song, and Netflix wants it. So you need to show proof of ownership, and this is eligible for that, right? So there's so many different uses that we're discovering that more people we speak with.
Well, I've not been in the songwriting, like I don't do a lot of it. I am now. Right now I am. I haven't made anyone listen to it. Just because, I don't know, this fear of like,
Well, I'll share a personal story. I gave up writing song many, many, many years ago. But I used to be an avid songwriter. After this came up, and not for the reason that is protected, it was a very funny thing. I started looking at some of the songs that I haven't destroyed for different reasons in my life. Okay. And
we can get another sponsor. Well, we can get into that.
okay. But I actually wrote up some new songs recently, and Mario's heard that. And I actually songproofed it, and I'm not doing it for the reason of doing business with it.
Yeah.
To me, it's more of a legacy.
Yeah.
The catalog is there. I mean, yeah, what I did in my life, I did in my life, all well and good. But if anybody asks me, who is this guy, is the music he wrote. That's what I identify with.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know a lot of people say, well, you crazy? You've done a lot of stuff. I said, yeah, I've done all that stuff. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it. Okay? It served me well. But if you ask me who I identify with, I identify with the guy who gave it up for the wrong reasons.
Gotcha, yeah.
Okay.
Which you probably wouldn't have given it up if this was...
It would definitely would have made a big difference in my life.
Yeah.
Because I saw the challenges at that time, and the band broke up because of that reason, because I happened to read the contract.
Yeah, they were getting signed like with a big major label.
Yeah.
And then he started.
I said,
well, wait a
let me
minute.
read the contract.
You
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and didn't like it.
Yeah.
And I know the carrot that they were dangling, and it was very tempting. Okay.
Yeah.
So we've all been there in our
I've
own
heard
way.
that story, I can't tell you how many times, right?
Right.
And then when you go to your PRO and log in, you only got 30, and then you're calling your admin person in the publishing and say, well, what happened? Well, we have to give that producer some credit because bragging rights. Whoa, wait a minute. Why don't you give it to him out for your share, right?
Well, exactly.
And his exact words were, even if I couldn't have changed the outcome, at least there's a conversation to be had where I can pull out my certificate.
And you probably could change.
and say, well, come
would
on,
count.
dude, this is not. And then what happens? You can go in dispute with, the PRO.
Well, you can definitely not ruin someone else's name, but like, hey man, if you decided to do that without asking me, I have proof here.
Yeah.
This guy's full of shit.
Yeah, and by the way, I don't
exactly.
even.
It's not cool,
and
man.
by the way, I shouldn't say Universal because I'm not sure it was Universal, but it was a major label.
It was
a major label. So that because he's an independent, he works for many of them. So
Gotcha.
it could have been whatever. But the point is
But it
that
does happen. That's
and
the
and
point.
sometimes you want it to happen, but you want to negotiate it. You want because if you put that guy's name on that record, there's bragging rights. It's produced by there's a big kick out of it. But you want to go in with some leverage, where you can say, well, I can't give you 14.5, but I'll give you 11% or whatever the case may be, as opposed to them just grabbing it and you have no recourse.
Yeah, you have no recourse.
Right.
It is what it is. My word against yours, and
Yeah, and that
Is he said, she said.
yeah.
Okay, and that is always a very difficult thing in law
Absolutely, yeah,
to prove, because you literally need a jury to decide that,
yeah,
a trial.
yeah. Well, this
And
is
and who's got the money to do that?
Yeah.
It's expensive. Right?
absolutely, yeah.
You know.
And like I said, I just found the need. Like right now, if I want to make you hear it, and
You
say,
songproof
hey,
it first.
Yeah, you songproof it first, and hey, listen, I didn't finish it. We're in the process.
it's fine.
Hey, what do you think of this?
Yep.
Just to get an idea. Do you like the drum sound? Whatever. At least it's covered.
Well,
I know
actually-
musicians that are scared. They're
right.
You want to share the story about the guy in Toronto who had a Canadian copyright at the songwriting contest? Didn't you want to go to?
So
This is kind of funny.
so they called Henna,
Okay.
who's the attorney and a co-founder, and somebody called the office and said, well, I want to join up to Songproof because I want to register my song and I want to submit my song for a contest. And they went through he goes, I'm scared, this is everybody thinks they've got the best song ever, which is great. We should think that way. And I think the way it ended up was, he goes, I did copyright it, right?
Yeah.
But
he called because this was the very early stages. So he just, because he's in Ontario, Henna is in Ontario, he just said, hey, can I call you? And we were just starting up. So I said, talk to him. I'd like to know what's going on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. So that's how this whole thing started.
So he's like, well, I registered it with the Canadian Copyright Office because there's no audio. It was, I just send my lyrics, and then I got to wait 6 months. The contest deadline is next week. What do I do? And we realized, oh my God, this is crazy. So the process is long, it's antiquated, and he was nervous about submitting a song without protection. So he used the app, because with the app, it's easy. You drag and drop your file, and it costs $1 a song. There's no subscription, but it registers the audio. It's not just a title that a song could have 7 different titles.
Super important. That's
So
the most important.
he felt-
I have a paper with the name of the song.
It
What
means
does that
nothing, and
do?
it's like $65,
Yeah.
and you got to wait 6 months.
Yeah.
So now you're sitting at home before you release your music, as opposed to this takes literally 2 minutes. Like you go on, you download the app on Apple or Android.
You know what? Let's be better than let's
Sure.
show
Cool.
let's show what it looks like.
Cool,
Show
cool,
the
cool.
musicians how easy it is.
Mimo just texted me. So I told you somebody's gonna text me during the app, during the thing. Okay, so
And he probably swore.
hey, it was a good one. It was a nice one. So did you want me to kind of run through it, or did you want to
I
actually?
don't know. Whatever you think.
I could show a couple of things, and you
Yeah,
could let
sure.
me know.
Sure. See how let's change camera and put it on the. There
Okay,
you go.
so here's the app.
Lower. There it is. Okay.
Here, let me try to get this down. So it's nice and simple. Again, you download the app, and what you do
You
is
search for Songproof, right?
in this case, just Songproof. So in this case, I go to my dashboard. Okay, and all my songs are here.
You
So-
can't see it very
There
well.
it is.
Just,
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it's white.
because of the lighting.
Yeah,
but-
okay.
No, I see them.
So
I see
all my
them.
songs are here. So
I see
let's
them.
say call it a catalog. I just click on this, right? View. Every song will have this, so you can actually hear the audio. Okay, but you also have, you can view the certificate.
Oh, look at that.
The certificate is here. Now the first one is your smart contract.
split
So-
sheet.
And your split sheet. So your split sheet's in there, and a split sheet, for anybody that may not be aware, is basically a one sheet indicating who wrote the song, what the song is called, if anybody has a publisher, any relevant information pertaining to the song and the songwriters. And then that whole thing gets put on the Bitcoin blockchain. And this is patent pending, actually. So both parties, or whoever wrote the song, gets this certificate.
Okay.
So once you get that, you can download it. The song is there, and you have a
So
universal
If
timestamp.
you send that barcode to me, I click on it, I go and see
Yes.
everything that's
Yeah,
there
yeah,
with the song, and the audio's on there as
Right.
well.
Right.
But actually, right now, the people who were part of the songwriting are the only one who can hear the audio, because that's proprietary.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
So yes, if you wrote something, you'll have to actually, when you get the certificate by email, right? You should register yourself as Songproof, because the minute you do, because that's the email you gave here for it to be emailed.
Yeah.
Our back system knows you're returning,
Gotcha.
and it creates the whole scene for you, and that song with the audio will be part of your catalog also.
So if I write a song with you, but I'm the only one that has the app, I can still put your email, and it's in there. The minute you register, all your catalog is in there.
Yep. Including the one you just did with anybody in the world.
So the other cool thing about this app, and if you don't mind, I'll just kind of go through it. What I like is, if I do this,
There you go.
so you can drag and drop files in here. But what I like is, if you're on the fly, we got to go. We don't have time to register it or record it properly.
Yeah.
We just want to record with an acoustic guitar live on the fly.
Yeah.
You just click record and register. So you click here, you click there, you register it, you record it and register it right in the app. And then you fill out the split sheet. Stefano 50%, Mary 50%, emails, I acknowledge information is true. Boom, and the same certificate appears. And it's no subscription.
My God.
Because we want to. This is a passion project where Nadeem said, "I want to give back to musicians." Musicians, you want to, you want to register a full record. It's $65 per song. It's $650. Why would you do that when they could get it mastered for that amount of money?
Yeah, exactly.
This is no subscription, no credit card needed. Once people register, your first song is free. We want them to experience what it's like.
Okay.
And I gotta say, like, we've done a soft launch.
So they just have to register?
They just register.
Yeah. And then let's say they want to, they love the first one, the second one.
Second one, yeah, we have packages. So if you buy the one that has about, I don't know how many, what, 20 songs?
20 or 25?
25 songs. The average, the cost of song goes down to 99 cents.
Oh my God.
But if you want to do it just one time, it's $2.99.
Like it's $3 a song.
$3, okay?
But then
Then you can do 5 and 10, which is less than $2.99.
Yeah.
But we are seeing a lot of people are going for the $25 option because I mean, we get surprised every day when we see the data in the back because it's honestly quite humbling. As I was mentioning to you at the dinner time, right?
Yeah.
Well, I thought that, I obviously would expect Canada and US to be the first one. I mean, we are here, our marketing is done here, right?
Yeah.
But the funny thing is that we're seeing people from all over the world.
Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
it's really cool.
Literally crazy. Countries I've never even heard about. Okay.
Wow.
I
And
mean,
how do they,
I don't know how they're finding out. I mean, our marketing team is quite active, but we're focused generally towards North American side.
I'm sure they probably, because like you said, this is a need. You notice the need,
Yeah.
but it hasn't been fulfilled yet.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure artists all over the world are trying to find, I don't want to, the first song I wrote, I was part of a movie, a short film, I put it in there. I did that whole $65.
Yeah.
But I didn't care. I was like, whatever. Like, and if someone steals it, steal
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like, I didn't take it seriously because I was like, I'm not going to make millions on this. Or,
Right.
I shoot myself down. But I was like, it's not my game. It's not my living.
Yeah.
Songwriting. I like to play. I don't songwrite. So because of that, I did it fast. I waited the 6 months, and I just have a paper with the name, and that's it.
But there's no audio.
Yeah, there's no audio. It's just a paper, and I was like, well, this is really worth nothing. When I got the paper, I was like, okay, whatever. Like, what does that do? But I didn't, because it's not my game, and so but the people that it is their game,
Yeah.
like this is what they do,
That's what they do.
and so it's important and so I'm sure it's because people are searching because it's such a big need that's how they came across.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't
Brazil
find
is one. Brazil, Mexico, Kazakhstan,
Oh my God.
Lebanon, Morocco,
Oh, wow.
Netherlands,
All
Congo, Africa. I think how
Yeah, it's
are
pretty
they-
cool when you
UK,
see the-
Really cool.
Italy. There's a bunch of people from European countries who are coming in, Norway,
Wow.
and I think, did we just hit something?
And the thing is, another ambassador. His name is Jarrell DeYoung. He's a producer, artist from Toronto. He's worked with Drake. He's worked with Fall Out Boy, and he was telling us how many people that make beats
Yeah.
want to register
100%.
because a beat, as you know now, is considered songwriting.
Yeah.
So when you get that groove,
Yeah.
and then some big artist just samples it or gives you $50 for it.
I'm going to use the example of Belle Biv DeVoe.
Okay.
It's
huge, yeah.
It's a drum beat.
Yeah.
I'm sure people stole it a million times.
A million times.
But that made the song. I can't even tell you what the chorus was.
Right.
I have no clue. But that
So
beat
that's
was
it.
important.
So Jarrell was saying, because he's in that world,
Yeah.
he says, man, I could, he's been getting inquiries from beat makers. Hey, can I register my beats? Absolutely.
Fuck yeah.
Because then when you hear, your beat somewhere, it's, well, wait a minute. Now you can have a discussion.
Yeah.
And it doesn't necessarily have to be a negative discussion.
Yeah.
It could be you're kind of right, what do you need for that? What do you want
Yeah.
for that? And sometimes, like myself, when that person took my verse and made it into a chorus, it's got 60,000 streams, which is cool.
Yeah.
I felt proud.
Absolutely.
I hit the credits on the Apple, and my name's not there. It's not because of the 8 cents I was going to make.
Yeah.
It was about, man, I would have liked to put that to
Yeah.
part of my portfolio.
Absolutely.
And been proud, right?
Yeah.
Now, I spoke to somebody about that. I'm like, who cares? And he's like, well, you don't care until you care. Where your song, a part gets put into, then you start caring.
Yeah.
And this guy, what he does is he's a real estate agent, but for labels. So he buys and sells catalogs and labels. So he wants to use this because if I'm going to buy an independent label, I want to make sure that what I'm buying, you're actually allowed
Owning
to
it.
sell me, and you owe me. So
Yeah.
you owe it. So it's quite interesting in all the directions. But for the independent musician that's serious about his music, that values his music, especially now with AI, I think human-made music is even more important and more valuable. You want to,
100%. Yeah. You
And
can
you-
prove also that it's human-made, not AI.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
Because, like,
I mean,
especially-
one of our policies over here addresses that issue. Now, I want to be completely transparent. If somebody's going and using it, our product is not made to detect what is AI,
Of
what
course,
is
yeah.
not.
No,
Okay.
I can't even detect it
Yeah,
sometimes.
exactly. You know,
Most of the time.
yeah.
It's
crazy.
And but we take that matter very seriously because I think in the future AI in music will have its role, but we have to find a good marriage between the two. We haven't found that yet.
Oh no, it's too fresh.
It's too fresh. We're still trying to figure out what to do with it, rather, let alone trying to figure out how we coexist. Okay, but it'll come. It'll come. I'm not a pessimist when it comes to that. I'm optimistic about it. Okay, but yeah, I mean, you know, you mentioned the inspiration behind this. I mean, we talked quite a lot about it, and I mean, the whole idea is that we are not doing this to make life complicated for people.
The contrary.
On the contrary.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not just talking about the people who obviously would see a benefit from this, okay? Whether they use it or not, that's up to them, but they'll see the value of it. But even from the legal framework and the business framework, and you know, I was talking to Henna about it, and you know, we were talking, all three of us were talking. I said, I want to make sure that even the industry realizes that we're not here to get anybody.
Yeah.
We're not here to take lawyers' job away. We're not here to close down the business of music.
No,
Um,
just facilitate.
Just facilitate the conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, let's level the playing field.
Yeah,
You know?
sure. Make it easy. Quick question. Can you put like multiple files for one song in the sense of like from how the song started as an idea till the end product?
Yes.
So you're talking about version control, right? So the version control, revision control, what do you want to call it, right? So the blockchain inherently is designed for this. So when you put one song version 1, you never delete the one because you cannot delete anything from the blockchain.
Okay.
So you just rewrite the song and it automatically knows that this is the history. It creates, it retains the historical
Like a ledger,
ledger.
which is
phenomenal.
so you see the evolution of the song.
Yeah.
That's amazing from beginning to end. And you know how many artists like that's about documentaries. How many documentaries? And now it's all about documentaries. Everyone's doing a documentary on Netflix on this and that. Imagine, fucking Paul Lennon.
John Lennon.
John Lennon would have been here and he would have had this and said, you know, when I wrote, I don't know, fucking
Yeah,
Hey Jude or
yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
this is how it started. And you just
Yeah.
hear the two of them jamming on a
Jamming.
piano
That'd
and
be
then the
killer,
next
yeah.
one.
I mean, how beautiful is that?
Isn't that an amazing story? Just
Yeah.
for that, it's
Just-
like, wow,
Yeah.
just that is worth it in itself without
Yeah.
protecting yourself, you
Yeah.
know? Can we...
Well, give it a shot if you don't
yeah,
mind. Just,
I'd love to like just, Mario,
I,
let's...
I know you cannot see it too well in the camera, but,
Okay, but still,
nonetheless,
yeah.
you know.
Well, keep it on the wide and you showed them how to do it, so now
Okay.
we'll
So
record.
did you want me to just kind of, let's say I'm home, just
Yeah, man. Let's just come up with a riff and I'll
Okay.
add some time there or something.
okay, cool. So in this case, here I'll quickly show it. I'll show it
The other way.
here.
There it is.
In this case, instead of dragging and dropping a file, what I'm going to do is hit the record and register right there.
Okay.
So in this case, let me see. Okay.
We didn't put him on the spot. He just write a song now.
Okay. So let's say, because as you know, music is lyrics and melody.
And melody, yeah.
So chords, very difficult to kind of prove. How many songs, right?
100%.
So in this case, I'll just kind of do something on the spot. All my heroes let me down. Only you can come around to the good times and the bad we had. Let's say that, right? Something I'm working on actually.
Yeah.
So I'm recording it. I just recorded it. Sorry, I was
Yeah,
Just-
great.
Yeah, good.
No, that's
Good.
right. I'm sure it came through. Did you hear it? You heard his voice there and everything?
I did.
so it's what I try to do is the melody.
Where'd you get that guitar? Man?
I know a guy. So you want to try to put kind of, in that case, an intro and a verse or a chord, whatever you want to call it.
But you can protect just that part.
Yep.
Right.
And in 6 months,
Yeah,
say,
you can
"Hey,
go-
Oh my God, I have this. Let me come
Yeah.
up with an intro
Yeah.
or a
Yeah.
bridge or whatever.
Right, because a lot of times when you go to songwriting sessions, a lot of times people think they just sit there and wait for inspiration to hit. But no, you go in with 2, 3 titles
Yeah.
and ideas.
Yeah.
So rainy day and whatever the titles, and you go in with a couple of riffs. You want to come with some stuff. You want to go with your best foot forward. In this case, you probably want to songproof it before, because if that session nothing comes of it,
At least someone
that
doesn't steal
part
it.
that
Yeah.
part is yours, right?
Yeah.
So in this case, boom. So I recorded it. You can hear it. So you got the song right there. Now I hit save and continue. I put the song title. So I'll put, in this case, let's say All My Heroes.
You
Yeah,
have to
it's-
bring it closer because I see white.
Okay, so,
Sorry.
A little lower and closer.
and I don't have my glasses, so this is great.
You want to borrow mine?
So,
Come a little
No.
no closer
That's
and
hard.
move
There
it.
you go. Oh, there you go. I saw it. Tell us about yourself.
so tell us
There you
about, so now you say, tell us about what's up with the song, right?
Yeah.
So I put the title, and in this case, I'm the only songwriter, and I've already registered.
So my hand claps are not there.
I'm already in there. Okay, I'll give you 50%. You see, I just gave him 50%
You
on the
just got
spot.
screwed. Hold on. This is working backwards here.
And by the way, speaking, since, Stefan was trying to grab 50% of my song, you hit collaborators right here.
no.
You hit collaborator, and then I put his email.
Yeah, don't put it.
So in that case, okay, so once all the stuff is done, here you can put your IPI number, which is your SOCAN ID number.
If you have it.
If you have it, if you don't, that's fine. You required agreement. I'm allowed to do this. I acknowledge everything is kosher. I hit continue. Boom, there you have it. Now you got my song that's in there. Okay, now if I go to view progress, here it indicates that the song has been submitted and it's already on the Polygon blockchain with a smart contract. And here's my contract right there. All my heroes, QR code and everything. And as you build, you get your old catalog there. So then I
And
can
everything is time-proofed, time-stamped.
All My Heroes 2, All My Heroes Complete, All My Heroes Demo Acoustic Version, All My Heroes Arrangement.
That didn't take long.
My God.
So you're not filling out an
and
application
like $3 at the most.
at the
At the
most. Yeah.
Goes to 99 cents.
Yeah, like if you for $20 you get the.
A lot of
package.
people are doing it. They're actually,
Sure.
we've seen a bunch of people who are actually taking their whole catalog.
Yeah.
Well, because they're musicians and it's
Yeah.
not. They don't just do.
Yeah.
One song a year. I do.
So you mentioned Tino Itzo earlier. So
Yeah.
he's one of our,
Is he?
he gave us a testimonial. He loves the idea. And his thing was, He has hundreds and hundreds of songs.
know.
Prolific songwriter. He's a talented.
He was on our podcast, so if you watch Sessions with Stef, the last episode was Tino and Bob.
Cool. That's so
Sitting
cool.
right in those two chairs.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
He's a good guy, and
Great
so
guy.
is Bob. Yeah, and he was telling me that he goes, I got some songs on my hard drive, some songs here, some songs. He goes, and this is like, I'd love to put all my catalog in one place.
Yeah.
Pull out my phone. Doesn't matter if I'm on vacation.
Yeah.
I can kind of like, oh, you need proof of ownership? Here you go.
Yeah.
You know.
Wow.
So it's become kind of like a
And
CRM.
even if you didn't release songs, it's
Even-
still it's your catalog. It's
Well, as I'm getting older, you think of, unfortunately, what the hell did I accomplish, in life? And you start, but your songs become very important to you.
His legacy.
Like, it's and I'd love, even if I never release them, for my kids to say, hey, look at my dad, he wrote this song about me. I wrote a lullaby or stuff I did with Crystal that's close to my heart.
yeah.
This is for them to kind of log in and see, wow, I didn't know he did that. I never knew. I write lullabies. Who would have known, right?
And you can also put it as like a Facebook page,
Yep.
Instagram page, artist page on Songproof. Like it totally could be a thing
Right.
to advertise and say, hey, even my jam sessions. You can check out my jam sessions and see how sometimes you can
Yeah.
do a jam session and not have the idea of writing a song, but you're just jamming. And you can go and listen to that jam session and say, oh my God, I was playing a little
Yeah.
lick. Maybe if I change that lick this way, it could be the start of something.
Yeah, and this happened because definitely there was a need. Definitely, I think Nadim had unfinished business with how it went
My
down.
life.
You know.
I didn't get all of that.
Well, yeah, and he made the right choice because
Absolutely.
we all signed really bad deals, but more importantly, you hear these stories. Like, for example, I don't know if you heard, there was some guys, they go on YouTube, hit play and record, and they're just literally just giving their music out on YouTube, and then some guy rips them off,
Yeah.
transcribes it, and selling the transcriptions to the guy that's got 200 followers,
Followers, yeah.
and nobody knows. So now what I'm hearing is, and I've heard this from many musicians, is that before I even put it on YouTube, I'm going to just kind of, it's that extra insurance.
Yeah.
So when you do a dispute, well, how do you prove that it's yours? Well, let me show you how I can prove
Yeah.
it. It's on.
Or as you're putting it on YouTube, you
Yeah.
press play and record at the same time.
Right.
And as you play it the first time,
Right, yeah.
it's done.
Because blockchain is universal.
Yeah.
So there's a universal.
So people
time
ask
stamp.
that with YouTube, like the whole dispute about who put it up first,
Sure.
and their version of how they do takedown notice, right? Okay. So somebody asked me, I think it was in the U.S. I said that look, Google owns YouTube. So if they want, their dispute basically centers around one thing: prove that it's yours.
Yeah.
Now you have proof.
Yeah.
Okay? It doesn't matter what timestamp they have on YouTube, who you uploaded it first, but if you actually approve when you wrote it,
Yeah.
well, game over. They said, well, what if YouTube doesn't accept the certificate? I said, you seriously going to tell me a tech company like Google is not going to accept blockchain?
It goes against everything
Okay. Okay.
they think.
use it. Yeah, 100%.
It's technology.
I mean,
right?
they're the last person who's going to embarrass themselves by saying that,
Saying, yeah.
well, no, we don't believe in blockchain. Come on.
you can't
Courts
say
are holding it up.
Yeah. My God.
And for the guys that say, well, I got my voice memos. You can change the time and
Yeah,
date
you can-
on
yeah,
any
any
voice
voice
Yeah,
memo.
This,
exactly.
it's like,
It's true.
this is poured in cement. It's
Once
like,
you don't even enter the time.
Right.
no, it's
It's
universal. And
Yeah,
it's
it's
Bitcoin.
part of the system clock, but you can always change the system clock and mess everything up.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Okay.
But on chain, you can't.
No, you can't.
You
touch
can't,
it.
you can't. It's
You
like
touch it. You
written
can't
in
touch it.
stone, and it's universal.
Universal.
Yeah.
So it's.
So
and
we actually got our certificate when you actually see the big one, which I'll send to you. You have UTC, so that's Universal Time Code. Then you have your local. So it doesn't matter what part of the world you go to, you use the UTC. It was done that time, and there's no argument.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's phenomenal, man.
it's pretty cool, eh?
That is really, really cool.
Yeah, that's.
I'm in awe because this is wow. Wow.
It's really cool, and I gotta say, it's really fun to work with Nadim and Henna and Jarrell and Case and all these guys, and
this is a
we're
pretty
having
cool
a
project
blast.
for you too on this. Like,
Yeah, this is something, as a musician, even if now it's not my full-time gig. Actually, I think I'm enjoying playing music more than ever.
dude, you sell like you sell. No, you're part of a guitar company.
Yeah.
Music is your life.
Sure.
Man.
But this thing makes me feel like there's a creativity that's really, really cool, and I really believe in it. And I've been telling everybody about it because it's a necessity. One guy told me, and this person has a major success. He goes, it's an essential. I really liked when he said that. This is essential. This is a must-have.
Wow. Yeah.
And I'm like,
absolutely.
it encouraged me to report back to Nadim and say, well, this is what I've been finding out. Because Nadim's like, why don't you just kind of ask people, see what they think,
Yeah.
And they don't have to worry about any of that blockchain stuff. This is all done from
Yeah,
Nadim
this-
and his engineering background, all in the back. That he does the heavy lifting, and I get to.
Do you still work as an engineer outside, or is this?
I have my own engineering company. I'm part of an engineering company. It's a pretty big one, but
Okay.
I'm getting
so
on
you do
with it.
both, like you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I have that, but it never stopped me from my passion.
Amazing.
So all my people in the executive committee knows that. Oh, okay, don't bother Nadim.
Yeah, not today.
He's in a session.
He's in his mindset.
Okay.
That's really cool.
So,
Wow.
so when they heard about this, they said, "Yeah, makes sense."
Yeah.
You kind of knew one day you'll
You would do
do
something.
something like this.
Yeah.
I said, "I'm still here, guys. Don't worry." I mean,
Wow. Okay.
so
I mean, it's just either go on the website or download the app, and that's it.
Yeah, you go to
Sign
songproof.com.
in. Okay.
You register, you get a free credit, so it means one song per credit, or one credit per song, and you kind of get a feel. And if you want to buy a package, you buy 2 songs, 5 songs, 10 songs, whatever.
Yeah.
There's no subscription. We don't hold you hostage
Yeah.
with that kind of stuff. Or you go on either Google or Apple,
Okay.
and or you just search Songproof, and you can just download our app.
same thing.
Same thing. Yeah, and it's nice and simple.
Amazing.
And
Amazing. Guys, please write comments. Tell us what you think about this app, because I'm amazed. I find it extremely useful. I find it genius because there's a need there that's been there for hundreds of years, and you filled it with one app. It's true though. Like,
Well, yeah.
like we haven't had this before. Now I'm not in that game as much, so I wouldn't know, but I did it once.
In
It was
fact,
like-
you'd be surprised. I mean, just in the ending, I want to say something that when people found out about this thing, right? A lot of people said that, you know what this would actually be very good for? Verbal agreements.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Does that work?
That's
Yeah, it
yeah,
works.
true.
it works
Yeah.
because you record right into the app.
It's blockchained. You got a certificate.
With a smart contract on the ledger.
Okay?
I never said that. Well, wait a minute.
I'm gonna wait to let out this app, this podcast, because I'm gonna try and get a few deals. Is that what you said? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Like we're getting
I
like.
agreed. Just say I agreed to give you $1 million. Okay.
it.
And you recorded. Okay, I can't do that.
But it does. Another artist told me when I do songwriting sessions, sometimes you hold back, you feel it out, and you hold back. I'm not going to show them my best stuff.
Yeah.
And one guy said it allows me to bring my best foot forward.
Yeah.
I'm bringing my best stuff to the session. Why? Because it's songproofed.
Yeah.
Right?
And also in
So I
studio,
thought that was pretty interesting.
That's really cool, but also other ideas, because I keep coming up with new ways to how it's amazing. When you're in studio, let's be honest, you got this computer and you got your Logic or your Pro Tools, whatever you're running, and you're taking up so much space,
Right.
and your computer's slowing down, so when you record something you're not going to record 10 versions of it just because it's too much information. I got to buy another hard drive and transfer it here and transfer it there.
Yeah.
It's done 2 seconds.
And it's registered.
You can do 100 of them if you want and just keep it going and not take up space. And then from there, you can
Yeah.
record it once.
Exactly.
Whatever you want.
You know?
And just so you know, this is your first line of defense. This is your birth certificate. But,
Yeah.
if somebody says, I want to go the traditional route, we could even help them with that. But the reality is that this is immediate.
Yeah.
You can't wait 6 months to get your sheet with your name on it when you got to join a contest, send it to a publisher.
Yeah. And you could do both.
You can do both.
You
But
you're
this
covered
is
for your 6 months, and then if you want to do the other
whatever.
thing, go ahead.
But this,
you're
the
still-
audio is where
Yeah.
we're
They're,
really.
they're still missing the audio. This is with audio.
With
Yeah.
audio. Amazing. Wow. Guys, hats off.
Well, thanks,
honestly.
man. Thanks for having us. I really
Thank you.
appreciate
Thank you so
it.
much for
Thank
having
you.
us.
This
Thank you.
really helps. We have a little community here with quite a few musicians that listen, and singers, songwriters, and people that just enjoy music. that always listen, and this is really good to inform. You know, it's good to inform people that it's out there, that you just have to look and take 2 minutes to download it, and you're covered, you're safe.
Look, we also want to kind of promote musicians. We have a thing called, Artist of the Week.
Okay.
We've had guys like Aaron McLean that plays with Mark Anthony, J-Lo, and Air Supply. We have some local artists. So, any of your viewers or musicians that want to kind of participate in being an artist of the week.
online and stuff?
Yeah,
like that?
they could
we
reach
have
out.
Instagram.
We'd love to feature
yeah,
them, feature their certificate, and
cool.
kind of have them help us and us help them spread the
Our
word.
Instagram is growing, and this is also is part of what Mario said earlier. Yes, business aside, it's also giving back and saying that, okay, somebody's looking out for you. Whatever little that we can do.
Yeah.
Okay.
And trust me, anything for $1 is, especially in the music business, right? Like sometimes you want to buy anything. I'm a drummer. And I want to buy, right now, I want to buy a smaller drum, a bass drum. So I have my drum set. But for certain gigs, I want an 18-inch bass drum, and I have my 22. I reached out to just get an 18-inch bass drum, and it's $2,000 plus.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Just for
Oh
the
my
whole
God.
kit is $3,000. But if I just want the bass drum, so nothing in music is
Is $1.
Is nothing. I want a fucking felt that goes on the cymbal stand. It's like $22 for 4.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? It's a felt, but
How much do sticks cost these days?
sticks, they're $20 a pair.
Are you
The
serious?
cheapest ones.
Are you serious? Yeah.
So Long and McQuaid, thank God, they have seconds. It comes from Vic Firth,
Okay.
but they're seconds, so there's nothing on the stick.
There's like a knot or something, or not even.
You don't even see. It didn't make it for some reason. And they sell those for $4.
Yeah.
You can tell the quality though. It's
Yeah.
not the same.
It's not the
as-
same,
It's not the
yeah,
same.
right,
So, but at least when I rehearse,
Yeah,
because
you can,
before
yeah.
at $21, the sticks I like, of course, are $21,
Yeah.
and I use the Vader sticks. I love them.
Yeah, they're good.
But like when you go rehearse, you're like, fuck.
So you don't throw them in the crowd like a rock
No,
star.
no, not when you're a musician. Not when you're fucking. So but just to say nothing
Yeah.
is $1.
No.
And when you're doing all of this,
Picks are $1. Like literally, this is a buck.
$1. Really?
Yeah, I stole these from Mimo's house, by the way. I really did. I go, man, I like these picks. I grabbed them,
Perfect.
But picks are $1. Like,
$1 now.
you know what Vince Gill said once? I think it was Vince Gill. He said, and back then people were buying each song for 99 cents. He goes, well, people buy fart sounds on for $1. Remember when there was the fart? He goes, come on, give me $1 for my song, But
true,
the
eh?
reality is that people did, I know we're going over, but people did mention like, wow, you could charge $10 a song.
Easily.
And Nadim is,
Easily.
like, that's not the whole point. This is not even the point.
Yeah.
It's, we want to make it where we facilitate their journey, not
But
make
you
it
know
more
what? You
complicated.
can even get the teenager at 12 years old that loves writing stuff or just likes playing guitar. And for $1, the parents will say,
Right.
yeah, give me $65. I want to copyright a song. You're like 13 years old. The parents are like, get the fuck out of here. But you never
Right.
know. For $1, you say, who cares?
And there's no
Okay.
subscription, so it's not like the parents
amazing.
will get a bill for more 4,000 songs that the kid registered.
I saw that video games. What's his bill? What the hell
Yeah.
is this? My son gave his code to my little cousin to play a game. The little cousin was like 4. He didn't know. He was just buying credits. He didn't, like it was going on my credit card. So I had to call him like, I have a $300 bill on my credit card. I said, I'm pretty sure it's your son. He's like, oh shit, But anyway,
Exactly. None of that
for
for this.
$1,
Yeah.
like honestly, it's
Yeah.
great and good on you. Good because you can easily get $10
Yeah.
or 20. I would spend 20 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because
no, but
I
that
don't have to
wasn't
wait.
that wasn't the goal, Stefano. That wasn't the goal.
It's still hats
Yeah.
off. Hats off for doing. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
The community
you.
thanks you. Thanks, guys. Check it out. Songproof. Download it. Tell your friends. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I'll reach out to them. They're amazing. They're going to be back on the podcast.
Thanks,
they're going to come when they're going to say, I have 2 million subscribers.
Right.
That's
And-
it.
and,
Now
you
it's
know-
$2 a song.
Yeah, $2 a song.
Like Stefano who? I did that.
You want to get that 50%?
Yeah. Where's my 50%?
Guys, thank you so much for listening and watching. We try to be informative, and thanks to Nadim and Mario, you guys are the best.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you so
Thank
much.
you so much for
this.
having us.
We're gonna keep we're gonna advertise you all the time because this is a tool and it's a really good tool.
Thanks.
So I've seen so many tools that don't work. I once paid $130. I know I keep blabbing. a tuner for the drum set.
Okay.
There's a piece like this.
Oh, yeah,
'cause
yeah.
I hated tuning.
Yeah, I hate it.
It's 130
And you
bucks.
put it and it
You put
automatically.
it and it's a dial. And it's worth shit. I paid 130 bucks. I used it twice. What the fuck is this? And I go there and I do it the old way.
yeah.
So, $1. Thank you. It's like we have to thank you as a community. Thank you.
You're
'Cause
most
this
welcome.
really helps.
And
Well, thanks,
thank you,
man.
honestly. Like, spread the word. I mean, we're
Absolutely.
here, and
Absolutely.
let's see what happens.
Yeah, and we'll see. Lisa, thank you very, very
Thank
much.
you, Lisa.
You're very welcome. It was an
Thank you.
arduous, session,
I
and
know,
I know
I
I
know.
participated quite a bit. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
Yeah, she probably looked at Facebook the whole time.
No.
No, sorry, I didn't say that. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Check us out, Spotify, Apple, YouTube, Google, all of that stuff. Hope you enjoyed it. I always love having these sessions because it's with interesting people, amazing people, and I love the vibe. We're going to go have a drink now, but thank you for watching.
Thank you.
And keep subscribing. Sessions with Stef is now done.